trying to hide? Is it like a scarf? I can't even see it. Shit. How can I move? I can't move. It is a snakeskin. Oh, wait a minute. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. She's holding something else. It's certainly both speckled and band-like, but what exactly is this? I also don't think she carried two pets. I'm pretty sure she only carried this, carried the cat. The snake is part of something else. Not sure what though. I could be wrong, but that's my, idea, or theory. What exactly is this? It's soft and fluffy and made out of a long piece of cloth. And there's a handle attached to the very end of it. Oh! This must be a Western cat teaser. A cat teaser? It's a toy meant for cats to play with. Kittens are especially fond of them. If you wiggle it in front of them, they're bound to jump for it. That sounds really adorable. So it changes from snakeskin to cat toy. There we go. Okay, good job I examined. Oof. So that's what she's hiding, not skin- There, God, not a snakeskin. It is that cat toy without a doubt. Thus it is that cat toy without a doubt. Yes, in other words, that would be the true identity of the speckled band. Ah. Alright. Oh god, that's strange. You dangled that toy through the air duct, correct? Oh, to try and get the cat back? Maybe. You must have swung it quite fiercely. It's no surprise the victim caught sight of it. However, why would she do such a thing? The cat climbed through, maybe? That goes without saying. She hoped to use the toy waving wildly to catch her kitten's attention. Then, bewitched by that tantalizing toy, the kitten runs home and jumps into her arms. Oh. Indubitably, the identity of your friend that stole into the scene is none other than... that tricky kitten. Little Blackie. There we go. That's one deduction taken care of. What a truly troublesome cat. If I ever catch sight of it, I'll catch it for you. I'll borrow that photograph of Blackie for a bit. Photograph of Nikomina and cat has been filed in the court record. Okay, so a photo of Nikomina and her friend, Blackie the cat. The stage tiara is also shown. Alright. Last night I gave Blackie meal. Then... okay, yeah. Blackie scratched my hand, then ran to call bell. Before I could move, vanished into air duct. Ah, of course. Blackie is bad kitty. Clearly. There we go. The intruder was actually Black Kitten. Fatal injury. Well, we know it's not going to be a venomous snake bite. Next, let's get into the core matter of his death. How and why was the victim's life robbed from him? From the information I have, the cops did not show a single trace of external injury, which is true. I wonder if I'll actually have to present something this time. Indubitably, the truth behind the victim's death is a deadly poison. Mr. Holmes must be right. It is true that Kazuma did not have any external wounds. Yes, but it looks like... would an allergic reaction to a kitten be enough to kill you, though? I suppose it maybe. I really don't know. There's some information that Mr. Holmes isn't aware of. Asugi didn't die from poison. That certainly appears to be the case. Let's tell him about that information. Oh right, so we do actually just present. Yeah, deadly poison. Not true. No traces of violence or poison. So that lies in this post-mortem. Indubitably, the truth behind the victim's death lies in this post-mortem. I just knew it had to be one or the other. His neck. The only person who could live with a broken neck would be that sailor over there. Oh. Damn, that's... Whew. No, I'm pretty sure Mr. Stroganoff is human, too. Anyway, the victim had his neck broken. Yeah, I don't have much knowledge in terms of allergic reactions either, but hot damn. That sounds pretty bad. But yeah, it's a broken neck. Apparently. If that is indeed the fact... It is possible that the crime scene still contains hints about the murder. You lie. The boot polish? Maybe. Indubitably, examining the corpse will let us prove the cause of death. Not true. Asuki died from a broken neck. I suppose that means he would have to have been struck. It's certainly possible. However, as of yet we have still not found any potential weapons. And it's unlikely that the trespassing kitten struck him. Or perhaps, if he had toppled over and took an unlucky fall, if unfortunate enough, that could very well have broken his neck. You might be right. Toppled over, huh? However, this is Kazuma we're talking about. It is difficult to believe that he could have been so clumsy. Regardless, we'll have to make the right change. Just where could the remaining trace of Asugi's death be? Boot polish? But what? Oh, right, yeah. I'm presenting stuff. The floor markings. It's also got a bell. Did he trip over the cat? Examining the floor markings will let us prove the cause of death. Indubitably, examining the floor markings will let us prove the cause of death. There really were traces left over. Traces of shoe polish on the floor. Shoe polish? Examined it with my homemade analysis machine that I carry around for fun. Beeswax, tallow, and dye. The composition matches that of shoe polish perfectly. Furthermore, the colour of the shoe polish is the same as Asugi's leather boots. By looking at these traces, you can accurately guess what happened. It's likely that something caused him to lose his footing and tumble over. I mean, yeah, tripping over a kitten probably would be incredibly hard. But with the way where they're going, it's what it sounds like may have happened. That would not be... I mean, it could be enough to break a neck, but I don't know. No. He must have then, unfortunately, suffered a severe impact to his neck as he fell to the floor. The instant the victim took that fatal injury to the cervical vertebra, he took his last breath. I am knowing nothing. Nothing at all. Is that really true? When the victim perished, a certain piece of evidence remained on the scene. Indeed. Now then. You must have desperately tried to hide that damning piece of evidence, didn't you? Is it the bell? Indubitably, your line of sight leads straight to the location of concealment. The evidence of this terrible murder is hidden within your trunk. Or is it behind the trunk again? No. Kazuma died because he tripped over and fell? Is that all? That must be a lie. I refuse to believe such a thing. But there's no denying that the traces on the floor show exactly that. Well, yes, but... Plus, according to Mr. Holmes' theory, Nikomina tried to hide any evidence of the incident. It lies in this cabin, directly in Nikomina's line of sight. Just where did Nikomina hide it? Let's investigate this thoroughly. The answer must be here. Oh right, I can, it's literally in this area. The bin. Waste paper bin. Might be hidden under some paper or something. Oh, look inside it. This is the cabin's waste paper bin. Nikomina only boarded just last night. So I doubt there'd be much rubbish piled in there. There, it's the bell! I knew it! Wait, this is... a piece of glass? I can't quite put my finger on it. But I feel like I've seen this somewhere before. I don't think it's just your imagination. Wait. I guess I'm presenting the waste paper bin. Oh, right, yeah, hidden within your waste paper bin. There we go. The evidence that you took the victim's life is hidden within your waste paper bin. I've seen this beautiful piece of glass somewhere before. Indubitably, take this fragment that was found on the floor in Asugi's cabin and... like so, it fits perfectly. Come now, Miss Nikamina, would you kindly explain yourself? Why is it that a piece of the broken glass found at the scene of the crime is in your cabin's waste paper bin? I'm sure you're familiar with this glass bell. That is... your trademark I am knowing nothing won't work here, if you're wondering why. There is decisive evidence that proves your connection to it. Huh? Isn't that right, Master Naruhodo? Yes. This is a piece of evidence that links Nikamina to the glass bell. Huh? Oh, right, yeah, the bloody cat. God, I'd forgotten, like, what, the bell? Yeah, it should, I think it's on the cat, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Sheesh. I was overthinking it then. It's clearly depicted in this photograph, hanging from Blackie's neck. Is none other than that very same glass bell. Miss Nikamina, you can no longer run. The victim fell onto the cabin floor and lost his life in a terrible twist of fate. Really? And that fated fall... yeah! Has something to do with your friend, Blackie. God, if that's how he actually died, that's so shitty. And we got blamed for it too. No matter what. I could not say this. Sorry. Oh. Fatal injury. Tripped over kitten. Oh no! That can't be it. It just can't be. That's such a shitty way to die. Deduction complete. Elementary. Oh my god, no way. Nikamina, please, we need you to tell us. What exactly happened last night? It was last night, hour after midnight, when I gave Blackie meal. He went mad and run away from me. Oh yeah, I know, people die from, you know, the not weirdest stuff, the smallest things, but still, it's just... You'd think a murder in a game like this would be something grand, but nope. Tripped over a cat. He went mad and run away from me. I have heard that cats become very nervous when placed in a new environment. Kitty disappear into air duct. Then... so it was then that your hand was scratched. Yes. I know ship regulations cannot bring Kitty on ship. Animals carry pathogens that can spread diseases. It's too frightening to allow. So I listened to cabin next door. Huh? It was very quiet. Probably is sleeping, I think. And so you tried to call back the kitten in secret, didn't you? You tried waving Blackie's cat toy through that air duct. It always brings Blackie back, but this time, I use toy. I whistle, but Blackie does not return. So that low whistle Asugi heard was meant to call back the kitten. I hear that kitty cats will hide under cover and refuse to come out if they're afraid. I had no choice but to wait for Kitty to calm down. Then, Bloody hell. Oh god, he did. I thought... Heart stopped. Suddenly I heard a loud voice, then a huge sound. And then... I heard nothing else. Asugi. So yeah, he tripped over a cat. Oh no! Judging from the marks left on the floor of the crime scene, the victim most likely stepped on the glass bell when he lost his footing. Although the Al Claire may be a colossal ship, it can swing around with incredible force. It could be that as he was falling, a nervous kitten had wrapped itself around his feet. As these continuous unfortunate incidents piled up, he could do little to prevent his fall. Oh, you own a tiny black cat. In any case, what happened with the kitten afterwards? Cat ran away? Later, he responded to my calls and returned from air duct. However, little Blackie is nowhere to be seen right now. Forgot to lock that trunk. Kitty wander off again. Oh dear. Good grief, that kitty cat's as restless as I am. So he's aware that he's restless. Morning came, I hear that man next door is dead. But I could not say this. If people know truth about me, I have to go back. That scares me. No, if that's all true, then... what about the snake? Ah, that's right. If that isn't Nikamina's friend, then why? Oh, it's his pet? Why is there such an extremely dangerous animal aboard the ship? I forgot to mention, the snake. He's mine. Oh, his friend, you see. Name is... Piroshka. What? What? Oh. You're saying that's your snake? It escaped from cage during alarm ruckus earlier. I was looking for it. But was here all along. Huh. Just how did it escape in the first place? However... yeah, that's true. Although it didn't seem peacefully. Especially during the deductions, it seemed like it was applying some serious pressure to his head. Isn't it forbidden to carry animals aboard the ship? We are sailing together for over a year now, yes? Such good friends cannot be teared apart. I wonder if he has any other friends. Real friends, anyway. Look here, Mr. Sailor. It's a big venomous snake of all things. Who would like that sort of thing? It's not venomous. What? See Piroshko here? He doesn't actually have any teeth. It's long, but harmless to man or animal. What an adorable friend. Harmless? He's just grumpy from hunger right now. Give food to bring back cuteness. By food, do you mean things like milk and such? Huh, such a snake exists only in fairy tales. Piroshko love mice. Round, fat mice. So correct me if I'm wrong, but... that mousetrap along the cabin corridor is... oh no, it's to catch his food! Yes. It is trapped to catch Piroshko's favourite food. Wow, the circle of life is pretty harsh. Jesus. Sherlock lost his eyes. It doesn't drink milk, hear whistles, climb call bells, or even inject venom. Indeed, one could say, the fellow doesn't have a leg to stand on. Who the hell cares? Do not yell at me again. Anyway, Piroshko has nothing to do with the incident. So this is the truth behind Asugi's death. Poor guy tripped. Ah, dear. Wow. Just wow. It still don't feel like the end of the case, though. Nikomina Bolshevich? I understand that the position you have been put in is rough, and I sympathise with you. However, that said... should you take a man's life and lie in hopes of escaping your final punishment, you would be purely despicable no matter how dire your circumstances may be. Huh? What are you trying to say? Hasn't all of the mystery just been clearly unravelled for us? Not really. They still tried to pin the murder, or to pin the accident, on Naruhodo. Everything was hinged on an unfortunate off-chance accident. Yeah, but it was pinned on Naruhodo. Hardly fair. I'm not able to see things as well as Mr. Holmes can. But I know for a fact, this cannot be the truth. Oh. What do you think, Naruhodo? Honestly, I had the same feeling. There is something out of place in Nikomina's words. Let me be honest. I had thought to leave everything after this to Scotland Yard. What? There's only one reason why I'm investigating this incident. It's simply because I couldn't bear to look at you, Master Naruhodo. Huh? You mean me? Those cuffs binding your hands simply bothered me to no end. Oh, I put them back on. Again? When did he do that? I felt almost as if I had placed those handcuffs on you myself, you see. In any case, I thought to do something about it before the ship docked in Hong Kong. Mr. Holmes. However, there was one thing that slipped my mind. The departed victim was a very dear friend to both of you. That's the truth, isn't it? Well, yeah. Yes. Asugi was my best friend. He was the man who saved me. Then... the truth that lies beyond this point should be sought out by your very own eyes. Oh! My own eyes? That odd feeling I got from Nikomina's words. Perhaps if I pursue it, I might be able to find the truth. Oh! The true story behind your death will finally come to light. Oh, what the hell is this? I understand. I'll give it a shot. Are we doing a deduction on our own? That's the spirit. Naruhodo. I mean, this song sounds very, final part of case-esque. It just sounds very, end of case. Now, shall we begin, Master Naruhodo? Naruhodo? Yes, sir. Well then, let's start with the first issue. Oh, here we go. The victim's corpse within the locked cabin. Was that really the result of an accident? Or perhaps it was not an accident at all? We should make this clear first. Well, as I was just saying, the kitten went through the air duct and caused his fall. It was clearly an accident. Oh! Hold it. Wait, this isn't right. That line of thought is obviously flawed. Might I beg an explanation? That's right, it's slowly becoming clearer. The contradiction behind Asugi's death is glaringly obvious. Simply put, Asugi's cabin holds decisive evidence to the contrary. His death was not a mere accident. What did you say? In that case, show me your so-called evidence. Oh! Show me the evidence that proves the death of the victim was not just an accident. If it was an accident, why would there be the message? It's clearly shown in this photograph. It also points directly to the wardrobe. It would have been impossible for Asugi to write that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that writing is in Russian, isn't it? Precisely. It means wardrobe. It would have been natural if his dying message was in Japanese. However, what if he learned Russian? Russian is easy. Surprisingly easy. I kind of doubt that. Well, whatever the case, it doesn't matter. What do you mean? As I said before, it was impossible for Asugi to have left that message. And the reason for that is clearly written here. Instant death from trauma to the cervical vertebrae. Instant death. In other words, he could not have written those words after falling to the floor. After all, he was already dead, which means somebody else did. And that's not all. I recall one other issue regarding Kazuma's cabin. No matter how you look at it, the traces at the scene contradict an accidental death. Really? So Sasito noticed it too. She also just pointed it out. There's still something that strikes me as odd, even putting aside the Russian message. And that's the piece of evidence that proves it wasn't just an accident. It would be... yeah, traces on the floor. Because that's one hell of a marking. It kinda looks like something was dragged. I'm going for it. Might be wrong, but we'll see. It's these marks on the floor here. But couldn't those be left behind by the glass bell that split in two? Something that could have happened when the victim was falling over. Yes, that's right. If you think of it that way, there shouldn't be any problem. Unfortunately, there's one fatal flaw in your reasoning. What? If that was really the case, then answer me this. Why was the other half of the broken bell found in another cabin? The other half of the glass bell was found in this wastepaper bin. Might you offer us an explanation, Nikamina? Thus, the truth revealed by these two pieces of evidence can be as follows. When Asugi died, he was not alone. Oh god, another person was in the cabin. Well, that's clearly Nikamina's silhouette. Furthermore, that person tampered with the scene of the crime. All to escape from the crime they committed. I don't think she did it. Yeah, so no matter which way you slice it, if he had had impact to the cervical vertebrae, he would have died regardless. Either instantly or pretty much instantly. When the incident occurred, there was another person present at the scene. Oh, who's this? Rubbish. Oh, it's you! Another person, you say? We already knew. What do you mean, sir? He's obviously meaning you. You're forgetting stowaway in cabin. Okay, there were two other people in that room. When exchange student died, another person was you. Indeed, I was present in the cabin during that time. To be more precise, he was stuffed inside that cabin's wardrobe. But if I was the culprit, how could you explain the Russian message left behind? To be more precise, it's not that you didn't write it, but more like you couldn't. Excuse me, could you please shut up for a moment? Ha! Well, pardon me. Anyway. The culprit wrote wardrobe on the floor in Russian. All in order to frame me, sound asleep inside the wardrobe for this crime. Furthermore, they retrieved a piece of the glass bell lying on the floor. They removed it from the scene because it would become evidence of Kazuma's murder. But if that were true, there would be no point unless all the fragments were discarded. Half of it was left at the scene. Do you not find that strange? Well... The crime occurred a little past 1 AM. The cabin's interior must have been rather dark. Light was provided by one small lamp. Little of it must have reached the floorboards. It wouldn't be unimaginable for the killer to have overlooked some glass. Everyone suspecting me? Oh my god. This guy again. Oh! Hey, he's not got a snake on his face. I've just realised, if you actually look at his face, he has like tan lines, obviously from where the snake is. And I'm pretty sure he's had those throughout the entire case. Mr. Stroganoff? This daughter was originally daughter of seamen. 2 years ago, scouted for talent and sold to ballet group. Until then, this ship was her stage. She danced with band of sailors. No more accusations against our ship's delicate fairy. I never could have imagined. When exchange student died, you think girl was in cabin too? It's not possible. No chance in hell. Ever.